Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another edition of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, December 21st of 2016. This is the last episode before my birthday, which will be Friday. As I recall, no rain. Okay, there was no clicks today, nor will there be next week because we're off. That is not, however, to say that this has been an uneventful week, because it has not. There we go. Lots actually happened. Today I had to go to Social Security and basically do my renewal paperwork, and hopefully all went well. I should know, hopefully, within the week. And by in the week, I mean within a 7-day time span. Who knows, though, we're very close to the holidays. With any luck, it'll go through without a hitch, and I will have another year to not worry about this shit. That being said, I have a doctor's appointment next Wednesday that I'm not looking forward to, that will allegedly involve blood work, which is the single most terrifying thing they could possibly do to me, for the most part. I'm not a fan, do not like, do not want, terrified of needles, and that's obviously going to negatively impact a lot of my tests because I'm going to be stressed beyond belief. But on that note, I actually accomplished it. I have put up an entire Let's Play from scratch. And I posted, finally, for next year, starting Sunday, on January 1st, I believe. I have XCOM is going to be airing. So yeah, the PS3 version of XCOM. 22 episodes, I want to say? 22 episodes long. And it's gonna be a doozy. And on that note, I also did The Bureau XCOM Declassified as a blind run. It's a game I basically got for free. And it will be posting immediately following XCOM. It took me about 3 days, start to finish, to beat the game. And then it's posting immediately when XCOM is over. So, on top of that, I might soon be renting either XCOM 2 or the DLC-ish expansion of the original XCOM to follow The Bureau, so you might get a year and a half of just XCOM in general, where I'll have Enemy Unknown, The Bureau, Enemy Within, XCOM 2, just all chasing one another. And that'll be awesome. And from there, who knows. I'm also working on a couple things that will take over the Monday slot in 2018, or 2017 rather. Anything I really need? Well, this is kind of a bitch to get. Don't think I have one of these. Pretty sure I don't have one of these. And just for the hell of it, let's get one of these. Thank you. But I've come to a new thing. I would rather have missing days than upload something early before it's ready. The exception being Undertale, just because right now the only thing stopping me is some technical glitches. But I have over a year's worth of footage pre-recorded. So I'm not concerned about running out of time. Yep, I was right, I did not have any of those. Okay. I don't particularly think today's a holiday, but we'll go check. I'm just refamiliarizing myself with the buttons, that's why those menus kept coming up. I'm like, okay, what's circle? What's triangle? Those are my answers. So, if I miss a couple of days just in general because a thing isn't ready, then so fucking be it. It's better than having Harvest Moon happen again, where I'm basically doing live updates again, which are the bane of my existence. They truly are. And they cause far more stress than they're worth. But so far, 2017's looking really solid. 2018's not looking too bad either, as I've already gotten several things extending into there. A lot more than I should, given that 2017 hasn't even happened yet. So that's something that happened. Take. And take. And possibly take. And... and there's that. Anyway, I'm just, I'm in a pretty good place for next year's rundown, where I've got a good 2 or 3 months to get caught up and get ahead of myself. And it's little games like The Bureau that I can knock out in 3 days and produce 25 episodes of that really make things for me, you know? 5 or 6 games like that will give me all the time in the world to get bigger projects done. Like, for example, I'll be doing pretty much all of the LEGO Star Wars, and I'm gonna have to do them solo, which sucks, but shit happens, you know? You can't always have team-ups. I wish I could, but I can't, you know? And, hell, just the Clone Wars alone will probably be close to 6 months of footage. Then you've got The Force Awakens, which I have no idea what's going to come of that. I'll rent the combined series of LEGO Star Wars to do those. Gonna 100% them all, which will be a pain in the butt, but entirely doable. God damn it, give me some fucking rain! Kyrix wants less work. So yeah, hopefully stuff like that will fill things out. It'll let me get caught back up on Metal Gear, so I can start airing that on Mondays again. It'll give me time to do Ring of Red, get caught up on The Last of Us, and Ni no Kuni, and all those other things that I started and never finished. But, all in all, I'm in a much better place now than I was in 2015, you know, going into 2016, where a bunch of stuff was almost done. Like, right now, Xenoverse isn't done, but I've got enough footage that I can get caught up, and it really doesn't take much to finish the game, as I needed to do it, you know? So it's not something I'm super concerned with. Plus, again, once it's done, that'll stretch into 2018, or close enough to it that it's not even worth arguing about. So that's worth its weight in footage. Okay, nothing in particular really happening today. But yeah, my birthday's approaching. I'm working through the logistics of getting everyone over to my party at my mom's house, so that, you know, she can be included in it. And it's just gonna be a nice, relaxing-ish situation for me, hopefully. And like I said, there's last-minute wrap stuff for getting my stuff for the year. There may or may not be a New Year's party, because apparently the guy who holds it told Anubis, "Oh, me and my wife got invited to the beach, so we might not be doing New Year's." And I don't know what's going on. I'll have to find out later. Saw Rogue One, actually. That's a thing that happened. That was something big that I was looking forward to talking about and completely forgot until just now. I saw Rogue One. Rogue One spoilers in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're still listening now, you've given up your right to complain about being spoiled about Rogue One. Now, I'm gonna say, right off the bat, mixed bag on this movie. Did I enjoy the movie? Yes. That being said, I didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of people did, because I'm a lot more invested in the Star Wars canon. Both the expanded universe and the current expanded universe. Like the old EU, which is now Legends, and the current EU. I'm pretty invested in, even though I haven't necessarily followed all of the new books. Matter of fact, I haven't followed most of them because I've been broke. But I followed a lot more than most people I know. Because I have friends who don't read them at all, and I have friends who flat out refuse to read the new shit because they're so pissed at Disney for canceling the old shit. And on the one hand, it's great because it does fill in a lot of gaps of shit. And there are cute little tie-ins with the current EU and some old school Star Wars, which you really have to be a nerd to get. But the problem is, I've told people this, you don't have an anchor character. What I mean by an anchor character is, every movie's supposed to have that one character that's like, hey, this is your safety net, this is the person you grab onto to explore this new world, you know? A New Hope gets a pass because it's the first movie of the franchise, you know? We're learning all of these characters for the first time. Empire Strikes Back, within the first couple minutes, there's Luke. So you're like, oh, here's Luke, we'll hang on to him and he'll take us across this ride across the galaxy, right? Return of the Jedi, the droids are right there. So then the prequels happen, you got the Phantom Menace. Well, you're like, oh, this is a whole new world. We don't know any of these people. Oh wait, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know Obi-Wan, he'll keep us safe. And then it just steamrolls from there. Well, this movie, there are only a handful of known characters that anyone's even gonna know who's not a hardcore Star Wars fan. Like, you might, if you watch the cartoons, know Bail Organa. And you might really know him from the movies if you pay attention. Likewise, if you watch the cut episodes, or not cut episodes, but the cut scenes, you might know who Mon Mothma is, or if you pay attention during the Rebellion shit, you'll know who she is. Tarkin, a lot of people would forget about because he was only in the one movie. And he was very overshadowed for a lot of people by Vader. And he was in it. So it's just, yeah, there was no one to grab a hold of, and the few characters we did know played no part in the movie, except for Tarkin, and to a very, very, very limited extent, Darth Vader. So there was no one to immediately identify with, and that made it hard to keep pace. Plus, to me, and this is very controversial, to me, the Rebellion era will always, 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 always be inferior to the Republic era, which is the Clone Wars. Always. Period. Just by default, what's the movie about? Rebels. Okay. By default, it's already lost points, because it's an era that I don't really give a shit about. Because all the shit I watch Star Wars for is present in the prequels a great deal more than it is in the sequels. And I maintain, and people always deny this, I maintain if the prequels had happened first and the sequels second, people would not love them more than the prequels. Like, no, I totally would. But I really don't think you would. What the fuck? Really? Hold on, Haley. I ate your present. Which was a flower, by the way. I ate a fucking flower in front of you. Let's try this again with significantly less grazing animal in me. But yeah, it was a good movie. Although I figured out... I had inklings of it, but I figured out towards the final quarter of the movie that no one in this movie was going to make it out alive. And in fact, only 4 characters really survived the movies at all. Because by the end of episode 6, everyone except for Leia The droids and Mon Mothma are fucking dead. Tarkin died in Episode 4. Bail Organa died off-screen in Episode 4. Vader died Episode 6, and so on, and so on, and so forth. And that just makes it a little hard to identify with an entire movie where no one's going to live. Which, to an extent, was an issue of the Clone Wars, but it was easier to deal with there. You know, but anyway. The Clone Wars was also a 6-season-long animated series, whereas this was a fucking movie. But, again, I liked the movie, it just... I'd say maybe a 6 to an 8 out of 10 at best. Maybe a 7. Let's say a 7 out of 10. But then again, to me, almost all of the prequel movies beat almost all of the sequel movies. For me, it's like 3, 2, 6, 4, 5, 1. And 1 and 5 are sometimes interchangeable depending on my mood. Because I really didn't care for 5. Basically, I liked Hoth. I liked those opening scenes on Hoth. And to an extent, I liked Dagobah, and the rest of the movie, I could give two shits about. I don't care about... To me, for Empire Strikes Back, you could cut Han and Leia out of that movie entirely once they left Hoth, and I wouldn't really care. You know, I would still enjoy the movie exactly the same. Possibly more, because I consider them to be the boring half of that story. And of course other people are like, no, Han and Leia are the best part. I don't think they are. I think Luke's the best part of that movie, and you spend precious little time with him. That's enough Star Wars. We're basically going to sweep the beach, and then call it, because my jaw's hurting a little bit. And I kind of want to take a nap, because the past couple days I haven't gotten any sleep. Yesterday, because the dog woke me up when I was staying up late to begin with, or rather Monday, and Tuesday because I had to get up early to go to Social Security. You know? And I got to bed early, but only slept for like an hour, and then I stayed up another couple hours. It just... I didn't sleep well. Let's just leave it at that. Plus, I'm kind of out of things to talk about without HeroClix and without a whole lot of eventful things. There really isn't much to say. I've gone over, basically, my channel for next year. I've gone over what I've been recording, and I've still got shit that needs to be recorded. So we're gonna call it here. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.